Introduce Miranda Chavez, an AVID Excel scholar, and she is going to explain how the reading and writing strategies that she learned in AVID Excel with Mrs. Dittman really helped her on the text-dependent analysis. So take it away, Miranda.
Hi, I'm Miranda, and I'm an avid scholar in Ms. Dittman's class. And what helped me in my TDA was the Avid Scholar Group request form. And it helped me organize my sentences and how I wanted to develop my understanding in the text-dependent analysis.
You talked a little bit about the summary too, like writing those summaries that's also on the Scholar Group request form, how that helped. Could you explain that a little bit?
Yeah, so the summary that's behind the Scholar Group request form really helped me understand what sentences and what words to define how I wanted to write my sentences and describe my thinking and organize a little bit better.
Oh, so you had the language then to write the transitions. Something you said yesterday really stood out to me. You said, well, maybe you want to say it. You talked about your ideas and how you had all these ideas before. Do you want to explain that to the teachers a little bit?
Yeah, so while I was reading the text, I had a lot of ideas going through my mind, a lot of connections that I wanted to add to my TDA, and I really didn't know how to organize them. So then I went back to my binder and I looked for the Avid Excel group request form. And I kind of looked through it and I was like, okay, so this could help me summarize how I want to develop my understanding. And that's how I got to write my TDA.
That's awesome. So thanks so much for sharing. And then I think what we're going to do is going to share the link to the writing and maybe talk us through it a little bit. Like what part of your writing connected to one of the strategies so that we can better understand kind of what's going on in your head. Sorry, this is obnoxiously long. We're just going to go down a little bit. All right, here is your beautiful essay. Okay, explain what you were thinking and how you wrote it.
Okay, so my first step was using all the academic bodies that I could use. So I started with my introduction. Then I went into how the quote relates to the prompt that we had, and all the connections I had. And that's how I first based off on writing my TDA. Then I wrote how connecting back to the paragraph and what were the pros and cons that had. And that was really looking forward to how I could connect the text to the what I was going to say or my thinking.
And that's been harder in the past, right? Like before AVID Excel, you said you had all these ideas, but you weren't sure how to connect it to the language on the
how
page.
to express myself through
all right. Well, Miranda, thank you so much. Is there any, last thing that you'd like to say to the teachers of Horning?
Well, that AVID really has changed my life in so many ways, and how I could express myself in writing my essays or my TDAs, and it really has developed my literacy acknowledgement.
I agree. It's kind of empowered you, hasn't it? All right. Well, thank you so much. And thank you to all the AVID teachers as well, to Miss Merton and also to Mrs. Dittman, to Miss Kay. Thank you so much for all that you do.
Yeah.